welcome visitors into the shell. EA Sports College Football ready to roll in Week 3. It's the Red Devils and the Maryland Terrapins. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. And it's the Red Devils headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. Fielded in the end zone, it's Manning. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Back to throw, it's Washington. Here comes the heat.
And man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that, but man, see the surroundings, right? Like knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it'll affect your throw.
Maybe some room here. The 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Maryland!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And he tacks on the extra point.
Number 34, set to kick this one.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Hold it, finds his man on the left.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Man, find your matchups you want. You got a slot matched up on a DB. I can take advantage of this. He's so quick. Those are where you put your faster twitch guys that can win inside right now, give it to him, and win outside right now, give it to him. Find those matchups.
Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Tackle is made near the 48-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
And it's the Red Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Sanders. Finds his man.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
And it's the Red Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Holds and fires complete to the right. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And it's the Red Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wants to throw on first down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Gonna look downfield again. Dances away to buy time. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
You get 5 sacks in a game the way this defense did last week, and it's going to make your offensive coordinator second-guess himself a little bit with respect to protections. I'm not sure how confident this offense is early in the game because they've already given up a sack.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spotted. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Oh, they're after him. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the 3rd down.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Durham. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And the Terrapins have their offense in high gear. To the air on first down. Open on the right side, that's Smith. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
That last connection left him a little short of the first down, but in perfect spot to attack on 2nd and short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting the first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Lets it fly. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Fires to the big fella. Shakes a man, and he might take off. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The play action fake. Looking for the score. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Running inside, it's Williams. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in third and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force some...
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Terrapins!
What a start for this guy, right? 2 drives, and that's already his second rushing touchdown. And listen, this area of the field, David, in the red zone, you got to be able to run it. It's really hard to throw. The windows aren't very big. But this dude right now is feeling it.
And as a defense now, I understand the mission. Palmer, it's pretty simple. They're going to run the football. So I've got to meet that physical challenge, man. I got to stop the run, or else this is going to be a long day for this defense.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Red Devils get a chance to send their offense out onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Looking for a man, it's Sanders. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got him.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. 3rd down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
And it's the Red Devils have it with a 1st and 10. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Using his legs, it's Peppers. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. He unleashes a long one. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Scanning the field, it's Sanders. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Hits the slide, got the 1st down with his feet.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Complete in the middle. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Gain of 20. Moving up for 1st down.
And it's the Red Devils, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Trying to run, it's Peppers. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Wide receiver going in motion. He's got it on the move. Runs through a man. He might have space. Touchdown, Red Devil. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Oh, it's picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 20. He's out of bounds at the 9-yard line. The pick, the return, and the offense will be threatening.
And these are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position.
We'll send the tight end in motion. Now on the move. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Firing to the right, complete. Could not make his way to the corner.
And I I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him, so that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Red Devils! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield, it's Washington. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
The Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on 2nd down. He's going to run it. At the 20, he's got space. Avoids the punishment with the slide, and a good gain on that run.
This quarterback's showing a lot of resiliency here on this drive because 1st down he got sacked, 2nd in California, he's able to scramble, and while he didn't get the 1st down, he's able to get a little bit of it back, and he's made this 3rd down manageable now. Let's see if he can make another play here and keep his offense on the field.
He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Got his man. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. He lofts one down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Looking to throw, it's Washington. Makes a catch. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand, they're blitzing, they're coming. See it, take advantage of it.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. There he goes. Touch. Flying the friendly skies.
Number 1 job of a defense, affect the quarterback, get to him, make him a little bit flustered, uncomfortable. Jesse, his 2nd fumble of the day, and this time it goes to the house.
Yeah, and David, you know as a former DN, the coaches were telling their guys, hey, you got him to fumble once. If you get close to him, strip away at that thing. Get your hands on him. The ball's going to come out again. That's exactly what happened. They were opportunistic, not just recovering it, scooping and scoring for a big TD.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The give is to Williams. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Louisville in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's Louisville able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19.
And this coach has got to be happy. They get back on track after dropping their last game, and it gets them to 3-1.
The Red Devils get a chance to send their offense out onto the field.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Trying to get behind the defense. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. The defense set them up with a turnover and now to try to cash it in. Pocket breaking down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Sanders. Snagged out of the air. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Tight end now in motion. Back to the ground with the running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
And that's a great sign for this offense, because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
And it's the Red Devils trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Red Devils! And they take it in for 6 more points. He has been surgical. Precision passes. using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead.
Number 48, set to kick off.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. To the air, it's Washington. Got his man on the right. At the 45, on his way. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
Wants to throw on first down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Oh, he makes the catch. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Looking downfield on first down. Bringing the heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quick release on the RPO. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Back to pass, it's Washington. There's a heat. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because the speed on defense.
Smashes it between the uprights. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the ground with the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield, just like right there, and create a TFL.
Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's second and long. To the air, it's Sanders. Escapes the pressure to his right. Makes a man miss. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back to make this decision on third down for the play caller a whole lot easier.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. The throw. Makes the grab. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Looking to scramble. Got out of trouble and throws. The short hands. It's Peppers. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And it's the Red Devils are rolling down the field.
Here we go. Ready? Yeah, 18. Go.
On the option. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to pass. It's Sanders. It's complete to the right. just steamrolling the defense. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
The keeper on the option. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Motion from the wideout. Let it go. Finally, run out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. They'll mark it at the 18.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and I just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
From the red zone, it's Peppers. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Red Devils! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Looking to throw, it's Washington. Fires to the middle. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night.
Well, you can't blame this offense for wanting to be aggressive. They're down by a lot on the scoreboard here, and that time going 4 verticals, trying to stretch the defense, see if someone can get open. But, David, the defense was expecting it, and they were able to come away with the INT.
Yeah, the only thought I have right now, Jesse, is I'm playing deep. I can't give up the big plays. I want to make them earn it. The clock is my friend. Getting the lead, having the lead in the fourth quarter. Nice execution by this defense, and this one ain't over, but it's looking more like it.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Trying to move them on the counter. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And that ball is live in the backfield. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
He splits the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back to throw, it's Washington. Right on the money. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Terrapins come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Back to pass on second down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.